Welcome to Crime Time News, JA News and Entertainment with a buzz. The video that you saw at the start of this is of TikToker, social media personality influencer known as Thickiana. That is a video with her and her new man or one of her new man. Now people, nothing is wrong with that. Love is a very splendid thing if you find the right person. We want persons to be happy. However, maybe about a couple of months ago or so, this lady was bawling like a cow after she lost her boyfriend. Picture on the screen is at the back of her. He was about 19-year-old at the time he met his demise. Them took him out pretty much in a very despicable way. Them blaze him up a couple of times and then fling some sorts of half a block or brick in him head. This was her response at the time. I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
But just start feel happy again. And I just get called this morning because him laying up on him back. On roadside. Lifeless. Everything I can't manage, I can't manage, so I need to see me. I don't really feel like I can't hold this by myself.
Now, people, I don't want to seem very insensitive, especially when this lady, 50-something-year-old, lose her boyfriend, 19-year-old, 31 years difference. People say love is blind. I say sometimes love dumb, love deaf, love everything except for being real. And I understand that life goes on, but how quick is it after you just left out a relationship where it ended traumatically? How long does the healing process take? Or it depends on who, especially if you're a TikToker and don't give a fuck about nothing moral or ethically. Is it okay then to be posing with an next man after you acted like you could not move on when you lost the love of your life? He was irreplaceable, or at least for a moment. People, let me ask you a question. If you are deeply in love with somebody and you find true love at age 50 with somebody that is 19, how long should the healing process be, or it depends on who you meet? If somebody blows you off your foot, as in this man that is an ex-young Prince Charming that is probably looking for an opportunity with a woman, a cougar that is probably desperate for love. Let me know what you think in the comment section, point blank and period. So people, I hate to interrupt the video, but if you're looking for a place in Ocherios, short-term rental, meaning a day, 2 day, a week or so, the property that you see on the screen as I speak, the video that is playing, it is available. The links to that place, it is available in the description. The website is there. The site where you can go and book it or book it on the website is also there. You could call the person that is responsible. The phone number, 1-876-882-7706. It is better that you call that person and book through it. You will get a discount on your booking, or you could book directly. It is up to you. Just tell them that True Jamaica Buzz sent you. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a video that I saw maybe about a day or so ago, in which it seems like not the average white man went to a hotel somewhere in a Jamaica, more than likely on the North Coast, and there was an entertainment segment and he pretty much wowed the crowd. He did something that is out of the ordinary for the typical person from over. So I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece. Now, people, like I said, this is not the atypical white person that have zero rhythm, can't jump, dance as if them deaf, kinda off key on the dancing. It seems as if this man has been to Jamaica many, many times, or this man have some Jamaican, or this man follows the dancehall culture more than the typical white person, more than the average Jamaican, because the moves that he have will rival the moves of the average big dancer in Jamaica, such as the Gabidan. Maybe kind of exaggerated, but he is up there with the bestest of them. So whenever we see stuff like this as a tourist on the North Coast, and we see say this man actually have rhythm, we have a kind of question if this is a mole. We have a quite kind of question if this is a black man in a white skin or something. Because this is not normal, good and entertaining. As you saw, he had the fans them jumping up and down like some bullfrog. Seems as if this is real, either Ocherius or maybe Montego Bay. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Do you think that this is Almighty, Hitey, or what? Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we saw that Jamaica celebrated its independence, and over the weekend they had an event at the National Stadium, and the JCF was showing off its tactical response team. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what they had to say and what they were showing off, and then I'll give my piece. Now, people, when we think about the JCF, this is not your average normal mama and papa JCF, the JCF from back in the days. This is the new revamped JCF under Dr. Blake. And we see that they've been putting in the work, they've been investing, they've been investigating, and they are getting the required and desired result. We see that criminal elements are spooked. We see that criminal elements are dropping like fly on a daily basis. So we have to give credit where credit is due. The only one thing that is missing, no sorts of body camera. And I don't want to put a damper on the success of the JCF. However, as soon as they can rectify that problem, the JCF and Jamaica will be a much better place. It is steadily improving. However, there's miles to go. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if after about a couple of decades or so, Elephant Man has finally found a relevant hit. And not to say that Elephant Man is ever irrelevant, based on the fact that he has a whole bunch of classic dance songs locally and internationally. So he's always touring, he is always buzzing. However, he have a new song, and that song is taking the place by storm. Personally, I do not think that it is the best delivery of song, the best lyrics, or the most contagious song. However, you never know. It seems as if persons are actually gravitating to the song. So people, Elephant Man was performing that song at Dream Weekend or either the best weekend. Dream Weekend in a grill or the best weekend in a Ocherius. And people, he had the people in a frenzy. I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
You're lonely, now you can phone me up, take with me, baby. I'll be running. Run for hours, next to the flowers.
Now, people, truth be told, Elephant Man is getting a little bit older and he's getting way, way slower. But he has not skipped a beat. Well, he has skipped a couple of beats. However, the entertainment value is still the same. So we see say him have the people in a frenzy. And when you talk about energy God, he has not lost, well, I can't say he has not lost any of the energy, but he has more energy than most of these new dancehall artists, even in an older stage. But the truth and the fact is that if people love it and people are gravitating to it, that means that it is actually a hit. So if there's one thing that we can say about Elephant Man, even without a relevant hit, he has maintained and sustained his career for a couple of decades. Kudos to Elephant Man, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that a couple of days ago, Alkaline dropped a new diss song where it is said, alleged that he is dissing Massacre, Virus Cartel, Squash, amongst other persons. Some people say the song good, some people say it mediocre, some people say it is trash. There's one particular individual that seems to have a say about everything. I don't think that he has a personal vendetta against Alkaline. He is just giving his views pertaining to the lyrics of the song, specifically the Brata part and the Gelding part. He is asking the question, how comes you are so proud to announce that you like Brata and that you are a Gelding, even when you have a couple of thousands of women around you? I want you to take a look at exactly what he has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Alkaline, you a big bumbuckler waste man, dog. What is wrong with your boy? As a dancehall artist, boy like you with fame and fortune and money and everything, dog. You come out and sing song and big up girl. You should be ashamed of yourself, dog. What is wrong with your boy? You need to find a doctor and find out why you can't breathe not one out of that 1 million girl where you sing about in your song say have line up for the girl. Batty boy, Alkaline, why you not stop sing song about batty wash boy, eh? What is wrong with your boy? You really like when girl take them tongue and put in your batty hole and play with it? Dog, 100% sure say any boy make girl put them tongue in them batty hole, we make girl put other things in them batty hole. Dog, we need to stop mess up the dancehall culture, dog. This is not the dancehall one me grow come see. When I know you are sing boy, you want girl wash your bottom with them tongue. You have Mali than have manager in sweat pan stage, or you have eye acting dressing like some little 16-year-old girl. What is wrong with you no boy? Yo, dog, gonna stop fuck up the dancehall culture, dog. What is wrong with you no boy? Boy like you Alkaline, you should be ashamed of yourself, dog. When you attack, dog, you need to call name, dog. It defeat the purpose. We all know say a bounty killer yard.
Now, people, first thing first, don't really know this dude. However, I see that a lot of persons are using his videos in their YouTube videos. So it tells you that people actually like him. Even if you hate him, you'll have to like him because he is actually hilarious. He is one of the few handful of people that are on TikTok that is actually hilarious, without a shadow of a doubt. So like I says, he has a view about any and everything. He picks no side, he pretty much hate everybody, or him have something bad to say about everybody. And I don't think that he has any sorts of hate. Him just speak him mind and him find a way to say it that everybody kind of gravitate to it, whether he is dissing you or dissing the artist or whomever. So we just say big up to Alkaline for putting out a song that actually has tongues wagging and bring some sorts of excitement in a dancehall again. As to if any of these artists that he's subliminally dissing is going to answer, it is yet to be determined. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, if you're like me or most sensible Jamaicans, you would know that based on experience over the past couple of decades, whether it is the PNP or the JLP, all of them is a bunch of ish. Two party, both of them doing the same sad song that they are playing. So it is not ever going to get any sorts of difference. You as a man or a woman, make sure so you establish yourself so that you can overcome all of this criminality and all of this scam and sham that is being perpetuated by these two political parties, whether a JLP or PNP. So this individual known as Bushamark, he has something to say that kind of echoes the sentiments of persons that are sensible, such as myself, when it comes to JLP or PNP. take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Bumbleclad politician them for go out our country now and leg of politics, form an assembly, employ people for run the country. Don't vote for them, because you can vote for blood clot, a monkey and a dog. You know, see one of them vote for dung so he can't read and write, he can't spell 3 blood clot, letter for make a word. So what the pussy clot never tell me say, a full time now we get rid of politics and election out of our country. You know, you say gunshot of fire out of east. You know blood clot here that. Because the man of the election I draw it out, so I stretch it out. Because him thinks I'm going to lose, so I'm afraid to call it. Call it blood clot election, win, lose, or draw. We country, we are talk about. We no business who run it, because none of that one and a blood clot better. And me is the savior of this blood clot salvation for this country.
Now, people, this is my disclaimer. Pardon all the expletives. However, as a decent human being, I don't really get offended by stuff like this. I think that people speak and that is how they express themselves. Whether you like it or not, you just have to take people for who they are. Not everybody is going to be this prim and proper. Not everybody is going to speak eloquently. So therefore, whenever you find a character and this is how he is, you just let him express himself. He has his own opinion, just like the opinion of others. And based on his opinion, it is more sensible than most of these persons that are voting for the PNP and JLP. So even though he says it or expresses himself in an expletive way, he makes more sense than a lot of you guys. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.